So it's Portland now. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Roy. Jacks up a three. And the three-pointer goes.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Here's Oden. Batum outside. Tipped. And a two-handed jam.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Aldridge outside. Pass to Oden. Lillard outside. Driving inside. And the dunk by Lillard.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
And so Curry will bring it up for Long Beach. Here's Worthy. Lets it go from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Aldridge. Here's Roy. Fades and shoots. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, that's a nice touch. Aldridge very comfortable with his jump shot.
Now Adams. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Lillard outside. There's a screen by Aldridge. Batum outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rodman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
With that off-the-charts vertical, Rodman gets up and throws it down easily.
Aldridge. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Make some noise.
The home team on D. They trail by 3. The 17-footer. Rebounded by Oden.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Still home team ball. On the floor for the away team. Number 7.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 on the clock. Oden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Mitchell. From deep. And again, Long Beach no good. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Roy. Here's Oden. Pass to Roy. That one's good from the corner. Roy's got 5 points.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Avdia from outside. Here's Miller. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Rodman. It's Middleton on the wing. Crafty move. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Boy, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
After his rookie year, Clark, Chris Middleton got traded to Milwaukee.
Well, there were no ripples when this trade happened, BA. No earth-shaking or anything like that, but it was major for the Bucks and Chris Middleton. He's been a multi-time All-Star, and he also was huge in that championship run in 21 for the Bucks.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Battier. And the layup falls. Battier's got his first bucket in this one.
Any points Battier gives you, I think, is found money. Shane is so good defensively, we forget about his offensive prowess.
Away team foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Avdia. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Worthy. Sends it home from three-point land.
3.
Worthy's got 8.
Well, I think this team is so much better when Worthy is knocking down threes. It makes them really hard to stop.
Out to the right wing. Here's Roy. Off target from outside. Long Beach leading by 4. Here's Worthy. And that one is hammered home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And it's good. 2 points.
You know, you look at the mid-range game Aldridge has, it keeps the defense honest. They have to worry about a lot more than just his post game.
The 3 from Curry. And Long Beach, another 3.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Aldridge outside. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
And here's Curry for 3. Drains the triple. Curry's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Let's go. You have the camera on you.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. So Long Beach wins the tip. Now Curry. Adams in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Adams, one of those selective shooters. So when he takes a jumper, you know he's confident. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
It's Curry outside. And Long Beach hits again from deep.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Stolen by Rodman. Middleton outside. Pass to Worthy. Shot clock at 6. Goes up with a stripe. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. No good from 18.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Russell to the left side wing. Down low. Here's Olowokandi. A 3 ball. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Long Beach. .105 left in the first quarter. And Long Beach again with the bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Maxwell. Into the lane. And the shot goes in. Maxwell's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And so it's Honolulu with it. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Pass to Maxwell. And Wembanyama outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Here's Russell with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Honolulu leads by 5. And will return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for Honolulu, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Pass to Harper. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Over to the wing. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Outside Harper. Outside Turner. Takes a 3. Pass to Mutombo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mutombo's got the lead up to 8 now for Honolulu.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Starks. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Martin wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Got a piece of it. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Worthy pulls it in. Long Beach trails by 6. Pass to Starks. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Starks has got 5 points now this quarter.
One thing about Starks, he is extremely confident on both ends.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's Harper from the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Harper's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mitchell outside. .102 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Worthy. He takes it in. And the dunk by Worthy.
Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. You see the quickness and agility there on the drive.
Turner with the screen. The 3 from George. Long Beach with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
A shot by Starks, no good. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Martin. Nothing on the board. Good on the three-point shot. Starks outside to the inside. Here's Worthy. And Worthy throws it down.
love that dish down low.
Three-pointer, Martin. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Honolulu out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Honolulu leading by 5. Here's Russell. Curry with some nice D. Long Beach on offense. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And it's sent back by Russell. And here's Maxwell from beyond the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now a 9-point Honolulu lead. Outside Curry. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Here's Russell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
Honolulu shooting their first free throws of the game. And so Russell hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Long Beach trails by 9. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Curry with the 3. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for Honolulu. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. From the arc, kept alive. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Russell with it. He's got 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Honolulu needs to get off a shot. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rodman with it. He's picked up by Russell. Left side, Miller. Outside, Curry. Pass to Middleton. Pulls it up. And again, the miss by Long Beach. Honolulu leading by 9. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Olowokandi to the middle. Here's Maxwell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Excellent D there from Beasley. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Olowokandi. Timeout called, Honolulu. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And so it's Honolulu with it. 9-point game. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Honolulu shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. .52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Mitchell. Still scoreless. To stop the drought. He can't get it to go. Honolulu leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Wembenyama. Makes it off the glass. Wembenyama's got his second basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
And it's Beasley in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Honolulu. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Long Beach trails by 11. Right side Curry. Tries the spin move. Worthy. And Worthy throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Rick. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Honolulu making a change here. Mutombo sets a screen. Here's George. And Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton, able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
And so it's Honolulu with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Martin missing. Bosch scanning the floor. And the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Here's Mutombo. Long Beach with the rebound. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry making a statement.
I mean, is there anything Steph Curry doesn't do?
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
Now Turner. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Outside Harper. Honolulu, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without time.
Here's Curry. Over Harper. Tumbo grabs the board. Honolulu leading by 5. Outside Harper. A three-pointer is right on target.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Turner with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Trains the three-pointer. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Long Beach. They trail by 11. Pass to Middleton. Over George. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
And here is Harper. Clock at 6. Outside for Martin. No good from outside. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Middleton. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. For the three. Connects from three-point range. Here's Curry. Middleton outside. So Honolulu wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
We've seen some fierce competition in NBA 2K25. All of you have
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Celtics making their last shot. Doncic, no good. Brown with it. Now Doncic defending. And here's Holiday. Pass to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's White. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Here's Reeves. No good, off the front rim.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
That one goes. Count it.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Pass to Brown. Porzingis in the post. From the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. Here's James. The fadeaway. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
2 minutes.
Doncic on the wing. James deciding where to go with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers. Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Doncic. Now Reeves. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Deflected. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. Back to Pritchard. Down low. Here's Horford. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Vincent with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Goodwin. Defended by Brown. Goodwin, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. To the left side wing. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Horford. Here's Pritchard. Pulls it from the top of the key. And so it's Boston going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
There's Tatum with the 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Lakers trail by 9. Inside, Vanderbilt. Pass to Finney-Smith. Vincent outside. Fires, high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Celtics lead by 7. And Pritchard, here we go. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Doncic. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Hayes. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
4 on the clock. The shot by James, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen from the high post. Doncic, no good.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
James with a steal. Now the Lakers moving it up. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 6.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Celtics lead by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. The three, Porzingis. James with the rebound. The Lakers with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. To the paint. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor.
Oh, a big slam!
Oh, my gosh. The athleticism.
Setting up for that all the way.
Hey, that's the kind of thing you have to envision before you even try it.
That was sensational. And you got to love seeing a guy having fun out there.
Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. And there's the lob. And finished off by Hayes.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
And Holiday powers it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. It's James on the wing. Hayes with a screen. LeBron going downhill. 6 on the shot clock. Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by James. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
The kick out to White. Pass to Holiday. And here's Brown. It's stolen by James. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls for Reed. And James launches it from deep. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
And here's Brown for three. It's Hayes with the rebound. Doncic outside. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll... take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Rui Hachimura.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Jason Tatum.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Reeves. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Boston leading by 3. Outside, Brown. Outside, White. Holiday with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Back to White. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal
And, Coach,
foul.
you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Doncic outside. Pass to connect. And here's James, hounded by Tatum. Fade away. James can't get it to go. Boston leading by 5. Now here's Brown. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Here's Connect. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 11. The Lakers with another miss. And here are the Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Porzingis, high post. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston.
Can't blame them. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
James inside. Double team on James. Doncic outside. Here's James on the wing. Shoots a fadeaway. Boston pulls it in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Now, here is James. Goodwin, no good. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. Finney Smith, a screen. To win the cold spell. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 13 now.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
The three. Benson grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Finney Smith. To the wing on the left. Doncic with it. Back to Vanderbilt. James, right side. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Los Angeles shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Oh, nothing new for Horford. He knows how to score against tough coverage.
And it's Doncic on the drive. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The shot won't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front. They're up by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Boston leading by 4. Outside Craig. Right side Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Horford inside. Clock is at 3. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Here's Pritchard. To the inside. Craig. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
James outside. And here's Finney Smith. Pass to Vincent. Out to James. 5 to shoot. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Pritchard to the paint. Here's Horford. And the layup is good. And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Pass to Reeves. Now Vincent. James up top. Fader on the way. Not going to go that time.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Reeves. Vincent outside. Here's James. LeBron fires one down.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Los Angeles making a change here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Reeves. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Misses the three.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. White looking it over. Over Finney Smith. White can't hit. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Doncic. Out left to the wing. Hayes with a screen. Here's Doncic. Good D by Porzingis.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
James up top. Over to the left wing. Hayes with room to shoot. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Outside White. Kick out to Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum from long range. Finney Smith pulls it in. Doncic outside to stop the drought. Porzingis grabs the board. So it's Boston now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. White, good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
On the wing, Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. That three's off the mark. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even
for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Gafford. Here's Washington. The kick out to Irving. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so Payton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, Fox. Bryant looking around. Shaq with the screen. Over Thompson. The putback. The Mavericks pull it in. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Shaq. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Bryant with it. Over Thompson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Davis gets a wide open look. And the three off target. And here's Los Angeles. The jump hook. Malone can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Washington with it. He can't get that one to fall. O'Neal with the defensive effort. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. Shaq's got his second basket of the game.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Right side Davis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Outside, Payton. In the corner, it's Bryant. 18 feet out. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
On offense, the efficiency of Bryant is really something else. He always seems to have a different type of shot up his sleeve.
Remaining 2 minutes.
Pass to O'Neal. Nice move. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
And here is Gafford. Defended by Shaq. And Davis can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Kobe. And Bryant throws it down hard.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And they go to the We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Thompson with it. Picked up by Banchero. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set. Yeah, what a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
There's the drive. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Poke loose. Over to the wing. Banchero, right side. Gafford with the steal. And now it's Davis running. Can go all the way.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. Davis with the bucket.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. Here's Washington, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. We say last touch by Suggs. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thompson with it. Picked up by Banchero. And it's Washington missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Orlando. They set the pick. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place,